What is going on, guys? It is me, your boy John with Grand Exploration, and welcome to another episode of The Build. Now, today I'm at my father-in-law's house where I work on the Granite Grand, and today we are installing something pretty cool. This is something I would recommend every Grand Cherokee owner get if you off-road or if you have a track hawk, and that is these bad boys, the Bwoody lateral tow arms. Now, with track hawks, they're known to get some wheel hop, and that will bend the OEM lateral tow arms, which are the same arms on the V6 model, which I don't understand because those track hawks have a lot of power. And with WK2's off-roading, I have seen plenty of times where their OEM lateral tow arms bend or snap. So I'm getting ahead of it because I don't want to do that and fix it on the trails. That is this. I'm putting these on today in a beautiful sparkly silver to match my sway bar links. So let's get it done because I'm starting late in the day. We're blessed to have a sunny day. It still is cold, but it's sunny and it's not raining, so that is a blessing. So let's get to it. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We're making new videos every week, and yeah, let's get to it. What's up, guys? Sorry for the interruption. I just want to take a moment to remind you that the Patreon group is up and running. If you become a member, you get all kinds of cool benefits like behind the scenes content, first dibs and discounts on merchandise, also notifications on group rides, which will be starting up here in the near future, probably end of spring, early summer. And so yeah, all kinds of cool benefits. I'm going to leave the link to my Patreon group in the description, so check that out after this video. Appreciate it, guys. Back to it. So we can go ahead and put our jack under the diff. With this 3-inch lift, I had to put some blocks under the jack. She's sitting too high to lift. I guess I better loosen my lugs first. Let's do that. All right, then we're gonna come around and put some jack stands there. I actually just, instead of putting the jack on this, I put it right here because it just slid right off that. So I never have any issues with me putting the jack stand under here. So that's what we'll do. Also, while we're under here, it's time to re-grease the sway bar links anyway. So we'll get that done at the end of everything. Remind me. Alright, so I'm doing the driver's side first. We have the wheel off. Here is our OEM lateral tow arm. Connects right over here behind the rotor. We're going to disconnect this end first. We have the front, which is an 18 mil, and you have the back that I have this wrench hooked to is also an 18 mil. So we're going to loosen it from this side here and get that disconnected. Let's do it. Still coming. Alright, there's our nut. Now, we're not going to back her completely out yet because she's still under tension. When we get the upper half undone, we'll jack the lower control arm up and make this a little easier to back out. Alright, next, before we forget, we're going to undo the little clip that holds the brake line. We'll get that undone. And then, before we can unbolt the lateral tow arm up top, we need to loosen up the sway bar. Just disconnect these on this side, these two on this side, and over there as well. That way we'll be able to back this bolt out and clear the arm. Here she goes. Also, the 2 bolts for the sway bar are 18s, I believe. This is an 18, so yeah, she'll work. And now what you're going to want to do before we start unbolting the rest of this tow arm is this. Hold on, let me get a better angle. This is your lateral or your alignment washer here with the little hole in the bottom. You're going to want to draw a line with some marker around the bolt so you can see the positioning of the bolt, and then maybe draw one straight down so you know which way it was facing, or you can remember. That way you can keep the alignment somewhat close to where it is now in time for you to get to an alignment shop and have them, you know, actually dial it in. But this way your alignment should be close to what it is now and you won't be, you know, all pigeon-toed on your way to the alignment shop. All right, so she's marked. I did a Sharpie around the bolt so you can see its positioning. And then I did a yellow stripe from that eyelet down so that I can match it when I put the new ones in, or when I put it back in. Same on the other side of the bolt, which you will want to do. I did the same here. Cool. Let's get her done. Now, that guy looks to be a 19 mil, as opposed to its lower half that was a 18. I don't know what's up with that, but 19. And I'll figure out what the back end is. I'm not quite sure yet. So that nut is actually a 15 mil. And we're going to back it out from this side while we place something to hold this nut or this bolt in place while we loosen it. So we're going to back out, or we're going to take this nut off first and then back this bolt outwards. So I got my pass through on that bolt while we loosen it from the other side. And she should come out pretty soon. Looks like kind of a long bolt. Let me get this done and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so we got the bolt backed out. It is hitting against the sway bar. We loosened up this side, but it looks like we're gonna have to loosen up the passenger side as well and get enough space for this bolt to back all the way out. So you can use an impact for the top bolt on the sway bar, but for the bottom one, you're gonna need to use a wrench because you can't clear the exhaust pipe. So once you get the sway bar dropped even just a little bit, it's still pretty much lined up with the, well, not exactly. It dropped just about that much, and I was able to get the bolt out of the hole. So there we go. Let's grab our first Bwoody. Oh, well, sorry, getting ahead of myself. Let's jack up the lower control arm and get this portion of the lateral tow arm out. All right, she's backing out pretty easy actually. I didn't even need to jack it up. So there she goes. There's the old one in with the new. And here's a little side-by-side comparison. The Bwoody next to the OEM. It's a lot thicker. A lot beefier. A lot stronger. Now let's get this guy prepared. Get the those grease nipples put on and put her up in there. All right, we're gonna outfit the grease fittings to the lateral tow arm. You have a straight one and you have one that's canted. Let's see if I get it in focus. Canted at a 65-degree angle. This is the side, it's called the Delrin side. It's going to be the side that is bolted to your frame. And this side will be bolted to your rotor or your lower control arm. Sorry, my terminology's off, but you get the idea. So let's bolt them in. Also, it comes with some copper anti-seize. Just lather that up on your bolts and on the bushings. Get these bushings nice and greasy. So add that copper and some grease if you got some laying around. The more the better. So, and make sure you re-grease every oil change. Cool. Let's do it. All right, I got these bushings all lathered up in that copper and marine grade grease. I'm gonna do the same to the bolt and then we'll slap her in. Oh man, there she is. Isn't she pretty? Woo! So go ahead and bolt up here, tighten it down, and do the same down here. Just make sure your marker lines all match up. Grease up the fittings, bottom and top. Also, I'm gonna re-grease my sway bar link. But oh man, that looks great. I'm so happy with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. This is the Bwoody lateral tow arm, making her that much stronger. I'm gonna put the torque specs on the screen. You can torque those down good. All right, guys. There you guys have it. That's the Bwoody lateral tow arms. Super easy to install and worth every penny because you just made your WK2 that much stronger. Whether you use your WK2 for off-roading or if you have a track hawk and you don't want to snap one of these things when your wheel hops. So there you have it. I'm gonna put a link in the description to these if you're interested. I'm not an affiliate, I'm not sponsored. I don't get a kickback for this. It's just me making it easy for you to track those down. So check those out in the description. If you haven't hit subscribe, hit the subscribe button for me. I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers this month, hopefully. So if you can help me with that, I would greatly appreciate it. And oh yeah, and I'm an Amazon affiliate. So if you buy something using my Amazon links, I do get a little kickback for those. That just helps me to continue to make videos like these for y'all. And yeah, guys, we'll be back on the trail after this. And I can't wait to see you guys right back here on Friday. So once again, I appreciate you. Love you. Peace.